morning, thanks for joining me. I hope everybody's well and having a good week. Today I have something a little bit different for you. Now I should probably start this by saying that the observant amongst you might be sitting shouting at your screens, but Caroline, you told us you'd given up Instagram a couple of weeks ago. I'm saying a couple of weeks ago, I'm not quite sure when this video is going to be live, but a couple of weeks ago was when you were told it in my time. It might be longer than that. I have given up Instagram pretty much. But timelines being what they were in terms of filming and getting ideas for videos and that sort of thing, this video was conceived before I gave up Instagram, so I was still scrolling through Instagram on a daily basis and seeing all those little ads that pop up. Now, something that I get served a lot of adverts for on Instagram, and I'm not quite sure why, because it's not something that I search a lot, is toothbrushes. Let me expand upon this. Let's go to my bathroom. Welcome to my bathroom. Genuinely one of my favourite rooms in the house, but even more so at the moment because it's also the quietest room in the house while we have the builders here refurbishing our kitchen. Anyway, this seemed the most appropriate place to talk to you about Suri toothbrushes. I first mentioned them to you a few months ago when I was a fairly new user of Suri toothbrushes, or a Suri toothbrush, and since then Ashley and I have both become massive fans of them. In fact, I even caught Ashley recommending them to a friend recently who subsequently went and bought one. Both of our current Suri toothbrushes, as you can see, are here. There's mine, and here is Ashley's, just along here, stuck to their very convenient magnetic mounts. Now, we've been users of electric toothbrushes and sonic toothbrushes for many, many years. We were quite early adopters of them. And whilst I love the feel of the clean they give you, they're a bit clunky. They're not particularly attractive to look at. The battery life degrades and degrades and degrades. And they produce quite a lot of waste when they do give up the ghost. Suri are on a mission to change all that, and they have recently introduced their new Suri 2.0 toothbrush, which has the same lovely sleek design, but has been a bit redefined sort of from the inside out. Now, I have to say that hands down my absolute favourite thing about Suri, as is Ashley's, is the battery life. The battery life lasts over a month, 40 days approximately, or up to 40 days, and we have found that to very definitely be the case. The absolute joy of going abroad on holiday and knowing that you don't have to take a charger. You have to take enough chargers already, don't you? But being able to take your toothbrush without needing a charger for it is just delightful. And even if you did want to take your charger, this is the size of the charger for the new Suri 2.0. It's teeny tiny, as you can see, and then it comes with a USB charger on the other end. Of course, the new Suri has exactly the same lovely sleek design. It's so comfortable to hold and minimalist. It comes in a variety of colours, as you've seen previously. I have a pinkish one, Ashley has a white one. This is the, I think it's called Arctic Blue, but don't quote me on that, some sort of blue anyway. But it also comes in green and I think like a neutral beigey colour as well. The new 2.0 comes with a battery powered UVC cleaning travel case that looks like that. And it also has a re-engineered motor for an easier and better clean, as well as a pressure sensor to help protect your gums if you're someone a bit like me who goes in a bit too hard with your toothbrush. Bit of a stress reliever to do that, isn't it? But not great for your teeth. Also comes, of course, with your very sleek, minimalist little mirror mount. You can put it on a mirror or you can put it on tiles as we have them. And of course, it then just magnetizes onto it like that, nice and clean and simple, and not too much gubbins around the place, which is very nice as far as I'm concerned. I should mention as well, of course, that the toothbrush heads are plant-based. Once you've amassed a few used ones, you can send them back to Suri to be recycled free of charge. Now, if you're interested in trying it, but you're not sure it's going to be for you, these toothbrushes do come with a 100-day money-back guarantee, and you cannot say fairer than that. I also have a 20% discount code for you, which is Mrs. M. I'll pop that across the screen now. And of course, all that info will be down in the description box. So, two very happy customers of Suri in my house. I think this one might be heading in the direction of my son, who is constantly moaning about how his toothbrush is not charged, so I might be passing this one on to him when he comes to visit next. Thank you to Suri for sponsoring this part of today's video. Anyway, back to the video, and I saw Rosie Tilley do a similar video to this. She was buying everything that she saw in a week on Instagram on adverts that was autumn themed. Now mine doesn't have an autumn theme as such. I just bought the things that were served to me the most in adverts on Instagram as I was scrolling through for a week, and in front of me is what I have bought based on those adverts, and I'm going to unbox it with you. I haven't opened anything yet. It's all arrived and been sitting around for a couple of weeks, but today is the day I'm going to open it. Now, I don't know if you are like me, I find Instagram adverts do suck me in quite a lot, particularly the ones for things on Temu and Shein as well, actually. And of course, the more you click on an advert, the more it's going to be served up to you, isn't it? Algorithms being what they are. So I tried to pick the things that I was seeing the most regularly on Instagram ads, or the things that I've been seeing repeated for the longest time possibly. So without further ado, let's get into it. And the first one, I'm going to do the one that is served up to me the most, is Sassy Scents. Does anybody else get that one? I do buy a lot of home fragrance products, and I do search for quite a lot to do with scented candles and fragrance products. So I'm guessing that that is why this particular advert comes up a lot. But it's Sassy Scents or Sassy Wax, and they do wax melts, and I'll put a little screenshot of each thing, the advert that came up for me, as we go through. But yeah, this one gets served up to me ever such a lot, multiple times a day, I would say. So I thought I would buy it. This one was based on a subscription. The regular price for the subscription is £24.99. It's a monthly subscription box, but you get your first box for, was it £10, which included the postage. Now, the way the box looks in the advert, and this is a me problem, not an advert problem, I think, it looked like a box of about, not quite this size, but I would say a little bit smaller than that. And then what turned up was this. I'm just trying to cover up my dress there. What turned up is this size box. So I was a little bit disappointed at the outset, because I think the advert said that it was 6 full-size products or 5 full-size products, and I was, yeah, I felt like I should be I was expecting something bigger. Anyway, never mind. Let's see what's in it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have got 6 products in here, and they do look to be full size, so perhaps I should take that back. And it comes with a little leaflet as well that gives you 3 for 2 off the Christmas gift shop with that QR code on. Put that up there in case anybody wants to scan that momentarily. And let's see what we've got. We have 4 wax melts. That's what those look like. And we've got one in Rainbow Kiss. Let's just open it up. Oh, it's quite pretty actually. That smells delightful. It comes, so you can break it into 4, that wax melt, and then you've got a little bit of glitter on the top. Smells very nice, very fruity, that. Rainbow Kiss it's called, and it says it's got top notes of raspberry, orange and blueberry with a heart of bubblegum and floral nuances on a base of vanilla and candy floss. The next one is Coconut Sunshine. That hasn't got a description on the back, but coconut is always good. Oh, that smells like summer holidays, coconut oil, suntan lotion. Yes, very much up my street. I like that. And that one's a pale blue colour. Then we've got French lavender. Not a massive fan of lavender scents particularly, although I like them more these days. I've got a different camera today, and I forget that I have to put my hand over my face to make it focus, so apologies for that. This one says super strong French lavender with fresh minty top notes on a woody base with tonka and pine. It actually smells quite nice, that. I don't dislike that too much. I think it's not too big on the lavender, or else I'm getting used to lavender. It's got a silvery little spritz on the top. I like the packaging of these. I think they're really pretty. And then we've got a white linen is the final one. Pure and airy fragrance reminiscent of clean cotton blowing in the breeze. That's very pleasant, and it does smell like clean washing. Right, next we have, what are you? Oh, it's difficult to read things that are black writing on dark labels. This is much lighter than you'd expect it to be. It's a whipped soap in the shade Opium Noir, which says Sensual notes of creamy vanilla and cedarwood mingle hypnotically. Sounds like AI's written this. With delicate orange blossom, mandarin and pear. Okay, let's have a... I'm not sure, is it meant to look like that? That doesn't look particularly appetizing. Doesn't smell of anything at all. That literally smells of nothing. I was quite excited about the whipped soap as well. The wax melts I could have taken or left. But they bang on about their whipped soaps a lot. That is one of the biggest disappointments I've ever come across. Really disappointing. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. I really don't know. It looks horrible and it smells of nothing. No, don't like that. Right, and then the final product is a room and fabric spray in the scent Cashmere Cleanse. I'm guessing this is a bit similar to the Fresh Linen spray. That one again smells of almost nothing. Oh, how do we turn it on? That's really disappointing as well. That honestly smells of... Put it on my arm. It smells of almost nothing. If I sprayed that on my bed or around the room, I don't think I'd know I'd sprayed it. Very disappointing, those two, considering their marketing. The wax melts do smell nice. It's not something that I would pay, however much it was a month, £24.99 a month going forward for. Is £10 worth it for those four that smell nice? Possibly, I suppose. Yeah, it's £2.50 a wax melt, isn't it, including postage, so it's not terrible. But yeah, those two I would definitely not buy from them again based on those two. I think they're super disappointing. Okay, the next advert that I succumbed to was for a brand called Shay and Blue, whose products I have tried before. This came so quickly. I ordered it one Friday afternoon and it arrived on the Saturday morning in the post, so it couldn't have come any quicker, so yay to them for that. However, they did charge £5.95 for postage, and what I bought was £40. You could choose from a selection of things, and £40 was the offer price. I couldn't tell you what they'd be full price, but it seemed like quite a good offer. And the advert had come up for me on Instagram lots and lots of times. So let's see what I got for my £45.95, which arrived very quickly. I was able to select the fragrances I want from a selection. You could get, I think it was 2 perfumes, a body butter, body and hand lotion, and was it 3 perfumes? No, that's a flavoured lip and cheek balm. And then they've also sent me, by the looks of it, a little sample perfume as well. That was quite a lot packed into there. Right, let's start with the perfumes. I have tried a couple of their perfumes before. I think they stock them in John Lewis, but you can buy direct from the website as well. So I wanted to try 2 that I hadn't heard of. And these are the 2 perfumes. They come boxed. They're nice sizes actually. They're 10ml size, which is a perfect size to try out a perfume, isn't it? You don't really you want to be able to use it over a period of a few days to see if you like it. So a sample is sometimes too small, but you don't necessarily want a whole big bottle, especially if you've got lots of other perfume. So this is Dandelion Fig, which I thought sounded super unusual. Let's spray that. Oh, that's nice. That is unusual. It's quite botanical, which you'd expect. I'm getting more dandelion than fig, I think. But I do like that. That's nice. I'll obviously let you know what they're like in a future video in terms of last and all that sort of thing. And then the second one is, oh, that's a nice bottle. It's a blue bottle. This is Violet Tobacco, which I thought sounded like quite a nice scent for autumn, winter. I can smell that already. That's really strong. Oh, that's nice. That's right up my street. Smoky jazz club bar type thing, but with a bit of sweetness in it. That's really nice. I like it a lot. It reminds me of another fragrance whose name I can't remember right at the moment. But yeah, I like both of those. Nice. The little sample one, which I think was a free gift that they've sent me, is Cedarwood Grapefruit. So I'm not going to spray that now because I've just sprayed that really quite strong one. So I won't spray that now, but nice to have another one to test out. Then we've got some body butter in the fragrance Blackberry Woods. That sounds nice. Let's open that up. That is sealed. Oh, that's nice. It looks a nice, what's the word, consistency as well. It looks a little bit like the whipped soap, I'm not going to lie, but it smells, it's quite a gentle smell. I think my nose is probably smell blind after that tobacco perfume, but that looks very nice. I shall look forward to trying that one out. Then we have got the body and hand lotion in the scent Black Tulip, which is one of their scents that I do know. I'm going to just try a little bit of that. I wasn't expecting it to come out that colour. It's very yellow. Nice little metal bottle. That feels really nice. I do like a pumpy hand and body lotion. That would sit on my desk quite nicely after I've finished my current pumpy hand lotion that's on my desk. I can't smell anything now because the other perfume, I've gone nose blind. But yes, the consistency of that is very pleasant. And then we've got this, which is White Peaches Tinted Flavoured Lip and Cheek Balm. This would be not really something that I would necessarily have ordered from them, but because it was part of the offer, you had to choose one. So let's see what that is like. It looks like that. I'm just putting a little bit on. Does taste a little bit of peaches. It's a very similar colour to the lipstick I have on actually, so feels quite nice and nourishing, but again, I'll let you know more in due course when I've had more of a chance to try it. Right, the next advert I got was for a company called Vidrate. Let me see, here it is. Who make some sort of drinks. I can't remember exactly what they were. And again, this was a subscription-based thing, monthly subscription thing. And you could get your first order of these sort of powdered drinks for $3.99. Let me open this if I can. Oh, I seem to have quite a lot of drinks in here. Right, okay. Trying not to tip them all out. And I don't know if you can read that. It says Vidrate Hydration Enhanced. So it's sugar-free, natural, vegan drinks with added vitamins and electrolytes. And that's rather nice. It's got a little thing that's come with it. It said hand-packed for me by Ollie. And it says enjoy, Caroline. And it says they sell them in Whole Foods, Boots, Superdrug and on Amazon. So they've come in various different flavours. Let me just grab one of each flavour so I can show you. Okay, so we've got orange and peach here. We've got a boost one here that has got added caffeine. And this has also got vitamin B5 and vitamin B6 in it. This one is hydration enhanced, that's coconut. So that's got added electrolytes, vitamin C and B12. This is the same again, but watermelon and raspberry. This is a nighttime one with added magnesium. That's interesting, the mixed berry one. This is an apple and mango hydration one, and this is a strawberry and lime hydration one. Right, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so let's try one of these boost ones, which is the ones with caffeine in and vitamin B5 and 6. So I have a glass of water here. I've no idea how much you're meant to put in, but I've no idea how much water you're meant to use. I tend to use quite a lot of water with these things. Okay, it's making it go quite nice and pink. I need to stir it. Got a stirring stick here. This is, oh, it smells nice already. I feel like I need to give it a really good stir. It's got lumpy bits in it. Let me just keep stirring for a minute down here because it's easier to do it on the table. It smells really nice. So the initial, I can't remember what the ongoing price was for the subscription every month, but the initial price was $3.99 to try it. So that was including postage. I thought that was very reasonable. That tastes very pleasant. It's just like a glass of squash, not unpleasant at all. Plenty of flavour, not too watery. Very pleasant indeed, I would give that. a solid 8 out of 10. Is it something that I buy on an ongoing basis if I wasn't doing this video? Probably not, to be perfectly honest, but I was very happy to try it out for £3.99. I thought that was reasonable. And if you don't like drinking water and you like all the added benefits of the Boost, and I'm interested in the nighttime one actually with the magnesium, that's really interesting to me. But yeah, would I buy it on an ongoing basis? Probably not, but it's quite nice. Right, the next thing I was suckered into advert-wise, it was from a brand called Cornwall. I don't know why this one comes up for me, but it does come up a lot, this advert. And their offer was to buy 10 cards with envelopes from their range for £10 delivered. I thought that was pretty reasonable, so I chose 10 cards and they're here. Let me show you what I got. Right, it comes with a little card from them which says hello and thank you for being part of the Cornwall family. It's given me a invoice, 2 bits of paper invoice type things. Don't know why they send those. I feel like that's not really necessary in terms of paper. So you get an invoice by email, don't you, when you order online? So didn't really need that. But the cards are really nice actually. I did wonder if they'd be really small, but they're actually really nice. I like greetings cards. They're just blank ones, all of them. And I quite like a blank greetings card to send when I do giveaways. I always send a card with the prize, and I quite often send friends cards and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you cards or whatever. So it's yeah, I think the designs are really unusual. The size is really nice. They feel really nice quality as well. The card is sort of textured, and they've got sort of most of them have got like a nautical theme or a sea theme, which I guess is quite unsurprising as it's Cornwall. That's more of a countryside theme, that one. I really like the fox sort of in the hedgerow with the fox gloves. That one's really cute as well with the seahorse. Quite a lot of their range were not available. The ones that I initially clicked through from were all not available or sold out. I like this one as well. So I did have to sort of make some second choices type thing. But I do really like them, and I think they're well worth £10 for 10 when you think of what you pay for a card and envelope when you go into a nice sort of boutique-y type shop, or even a card shop these days if it's not Card Factory. I think that's a pretty good price. Right, next we had Flower and White. Now, Flower and White is one of my friend Carla's favourite brands. This is the brand. They make, to me, expensive blimmin' meringue bars. I think they're expensive. I have actually had one once. And the time I had this, we were, I can't remember where we were. I was somewhere with Carla. And they had them for sale, and she bought me one to try. And I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was quite nice. I don't remember being absolutely, I mean, I know Carla absolutely loves them, but Carla's more of a sweet tooth person than I am. So it's not necessarily something that I would buy. But the fact it had come up so many times in my Instagram adverts made me think, yeah, okay, I'll give it a go. So I paid £14.23, including delivery, for this box. Let's see what's in it. I haven't even done the scissors on this one, so I need to just grab my scissors. So I paid £14.23 for, okay, it comes with a leaflet. Welcome to your under 100 calorie indulgence, made in Shropshire. Okay, we have, that's what it looks like inside. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're £1.43 each for these. I think that's quite expensive, but you know, maybe not. Perhaps it's just me. We've got caramel gold, we've got lemon meringue, we've got birthday cake, we've got raspberry crumble, and we've got salted caramel. We've got 2 each of those. So I'm not going to open one now because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's how is it 11:15 in the morning already? That's ridiculous. It's 11:15 in the morning, and the last thing I fancy right now is a meringue bar, but I will tell you what I think of them when I've eaten some of them. The final thing that came up in my Instagram ads and I decided to order was from this brand, which is called Adora. This, I think, is sort of a little bit like Purdy and Fig. We've all heard of Purdy and Fig, haven't we? You must have been living under a rock if you don't know who Purdy and Fig are, because they are advertising everywhere. Tear to open. So this is cleaning products. It's sort of more sustainable cleaning products. Again, this was sort of a subscription thing. I paid £15 for this, including delivery. Nice box it comes in. Oh, it looks nice actually. I'll just put it back together a bit. Some of the things have moved around. That actually looks quite nice. It's very nicely presented, I have to say. It looks minimal, it looks nice, they've put a lot of thought into how they're presenting that. It says aesthetically pleasing. How nice to see the word aesthetic used correctly, unlike so many of the influencers that I watch. It grates my gears every time I hear the word aesthetic so misused, and it's everywhere. It's so misused that it's going to become correct to say it like that. It's just a current bugbear that I have at the moment. Right, so what do we get in here? Is there something to tell us about what this does? So you get a reusable squirty bottle, spray bottle in matte black. That's nice. You get a cleaning cloth. Okay. And you get 3... Right, step 1 it says here, fill your bottle up to the neck, presumably with water. Step 2, pour your chosen scent in. How much of it? Step 3, to clean to your heart's content. The Virgo in me needs more instruction than they're providing me with there. Is this a single-use thing? So we've got 3, multi-use, it says multi-use. Okay, so this is, we've got 3 different fragrances. We've got driftwood, we've got sandal mist, and we've got everleaf. None of those particularly appeal to me, but actually that's quite pleasant. Everleaf is quite nice. Sandal mist. That's very woody. Whoa! They've got little, don't know what you call them, stoppers underneath the wooden, I think they're plastic wood actually, lids. They might not be plastic woods, I might be doing them a disservice. And this one, driftwood. Right, I like 2 out of, just put the stopper straight into the bottle. It's gone all the way in. It's in there, I'll never get it out. Well, let's hope that doesn't spill everywhere. Right, this isn't giving me nearly enough info. There's no leaflet or anything included with that. I didn't drop a leaflet out, did I? So, if you fill your bottle up to the neck, which is here, which is what it says, there's no room to put this in. That is terrible instructions. How much of this do I put in? And it annoys me immensely that I'm now going to have to go and look that up on the internet rather than I mean, I know they're being sustainable-ish, but a leaflet with proper instructions would be useful, wouldn't it? That's annoyed me. I won't be continuing my subscription with them. Do I think that's worth £15? I mean, if you are a person who wants to use sustainable cleaning products, I guess it probably would be. I mean, it doesn't tell me what I can safely use them on. There's not nearly enough information there for me. It's yeah, that's disappointing in actual fact. Not particularly impressed with that. The cleaning cloth's all right, but it's not a great colour for a cleaning cloth, is it? It's going to get really filthy and marked very quickly, but very aesthetically pleasing, I think is the best we can say about that. So that brings us to the end. Seems to have taken me quite a long time to go through all that lot. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have enjoyed it, please do let me know, because I'll do more of these if it's the sort of thing that you'd like to see again. I thought it was quite interesting. I think my favourite thing, I don't know actually, I really like the cards. I thought the perfumes, the Shay and Blue, were really nice. And the drinks are very nice as well, although I'm not sure they'd be something that I'd need on an ongoing basis. Worst thing, this cleaning product stuff, not enough instructions for me. Don't forget as well, if you are in the market for a new toothbrush, to go and check out Suri. All the information down there in the description box. Thanks for watching, see you soon, bye bye.